allow for me to tell a story, share with you an anecdote regarding some stupid fucking motherfuckers. I'm talking dumb motherfuckers who I once communicated with at the Defense Intelligence Agency. So, as it were, some years ago, I was bidding on U.S. government defense contracts. I've since been successful. Back when I was bidding on government contracts, there was a time when I was sending a capability statement to the DIA, Defense Intel Agency. Now, none of this information is secret. None of it's confidential. I'm sharing it because I have the right to do so. None of the information that I'm sharing with you constitutes any type of confidential, privileged, secret, top secret, classified information. Because I'm the one who initiated contact with DIA regarding the contractual process of contracting, defense contracting. And so they had asked me for a capability statement. Now, I already have that ready to go, ready to beam over, ready to send over, because I had shared that capability statement with many other agencies. And then I was like, you know what? Let me give DIA a try and just, let them know what I can do now that I've been a defense contractor for all these different years. So I sent them the information that they had requested of me. And here's why I ended up. Here's why and how I ended up saying basically fuck DIA. Here's why. Not everyone at DIA is a piece of shit, but the people who I communicated with at DIA, they're fucking pieces of shit. They're stupid. They're stupid fucking assholes. And they're representative of the way, reason, and how China steals information from America. I'm just putting this out there, man, because I'm being candid. The people who I talk to at DIA are stupid fucking people. They're stupid. Literally fucking dumb, fucking stupid motherfuckers. Like dumb, stupid motherfuckers. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely pieces of shit. And stupid and fucking dumb. So, the way China steals intelligence information from the United States is because you have stupid people in America at agencies like DIA, for example. And they think the people who I'm referring to, the type of people who I'm referring to, they think that they're hot shit. They think that they're so fucking cool, and they think that they know everything. Yeah, they're know-it-alls. They're know-it-alls. And they are dismissive of certain information. So, I had worked at Andrews Air Force Base, and I went through the encryption, process, and CAT card, common area card, and I had to get, certain immunizations. You know what I mean? Like, you have to go through a process. You have to undergo a process. So I did all that shit, man, and I went to all these different places. I was at the Pentagon. I was at DARPA. I was at these different military bases and installations. This is over 10 years ago. This is close to 10 years. Yeah, it's been 10 years, something like that. Before I moved the business operation to here in New York. So I know the process of government contracting. So, and I know it well. And so I have a huge dossier. So in that, when I was communicating with DIA, I noticed it in the email that they sent me. My sensors detected that the email that they sent contained some software. I was like, that's odd. And so I took it apart and I looked at it byte per byte, like bit per bit. Like, I looked at it at the binary level and I was like, man, what the fuck is this shit? So it was saying that as per Department of Defense, DOD, this and that, And again, none of this information is confidential because I'm a defense contractor and none of this information is secret, privileged. And I'm not going to go into details, specifics, or particulars about exactly what the software was. But I could see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 8 pieces of software. And it said that I was required to have this software on my system when communicating with DIA, and I was like, what are they talking about? So like my computer at the time was already equipped to interface with DOD because it was a requirement when I was at Joint Base Andrews and Bolling Air Force Base. So in order for me to log on to certain networks and to have certain privileged military installation, government, U.S. Air Force connectivity, I had to have certain credentials on the Air Force and military and Department of Defense network. So for some reason, when DIA sent me this request for information, when I was sending them my capability statement in terms of what my entity can do and has access to, again, our capabilities, my team, and what it is that we can provide in the way of a service. When they responded, they sent me information. They sent me an email, and that email contained these certain like data packets, and I was like, what is this? What is this? What? So I reached out to DIA and I was like, hey, listen, FYI, I just want to give you a heads up. When you sent that email over, there was some accompanying information that I did not understand, and I was told, I saw in the prompt, the system, notified me and indicated that I was required to have this software on my computer when communicating with, interacting with, sending and receiving data from DIA. And the woman was a fucking piece of shit. She's like, what are you talking about? We don't send software. And I was like, well, your computer system sent me software with the email. No, that didn't happen. We don't do that. And I was like, okay, well, you did that, and I have the files. We don't send files. This is how fucking stupid people are nowadays, man. This is how China steals information from America. It's because of stupid people like the people I talk to at the department, or rather the Defense Intelligence Agency. They're so fucking clueless, man, some of these people. That's how the shadow brokers exist. That's how Edward Snowden stole intel. That's how these traitors do what they do, and foreign enemies. I said to the woman, look, I have software on my computer that downloaded. It downloaded, okay? And I saw the data, and I fucking have it on my... I told you, we don't send software. I said, you know what? Let me talk to your boss. Let me talk to... What? Why? What? About what? I already told you the answer. I said, you haven't answered my question. You haven't listened to me. Quite frankly, you're a fucking rude cunt. You're a piece of shit, okay? And this is how enemies of America dance circles around America. So she rudely transfers me to someone else. And I wait. And then this dude gets on the phone. And I'm trying to explain the same shit to him. And that person, same shit, isn't listening. And I'm like, dude, look, it's in fucking front of me, okay? It shows the name of the files, which it's software, okay? I have the names of each one of those files. I don't know what they do exactly, but they're on my computer, they've downloaded. And on top of that, I can take screenshots. And they're like, sir, we're telling you, our computers don't send software. And I'm like, it's goddamn fucking software that your goddamn motherfucking computer system sent me. So this shit went all the way up to the colonel, man. These fucking people, and they didn't even ever get back to me, and they didn't even fucking respond accordingly or appropriately. And I left messages for these fucking idiots, man. And you know what? Check this out. I shared the intel with other agencies, and I said, look, man, fuck DIA, man. Fuck these people. Yeah. They have no idea. They don't even care. Like, their security team doesn't even want to look into it or even give a shit about it because they're fucking stupid people. They're absolutely fucking stupid people. They're the same people who claim that North Korea has nuclear weapons when there's never been any fucking indication that North Korea really does. They did some dynamite. Yeah, man. So, straight up, from the technical information that's available via the web, I'm saying online media, and just everything that I've seen of North Korea, man, I've never believed that they've had nuclear weapons. And I believe that the Defense Intelligence Agency has used the story of North Korea as justification previously for his annual war games with DOD and all this kind of fucking, it's just a bunch of war hype, man. That's all it is, man, in my view, in my opinion. And I just don't believe their analysis. I really don't. The shit seems really contrived. It seems really made up. Look, man, I have, as someone who has studied science at the university level, I've seen North Korea's demonstrations, their nuclear blasts and blast yields and all this kind of stuff, man. It just looks really fucking hokey to me, man. It looks super fucking fake to me. It seems fake. It sounds fucking fake. And then here's DIA. They could have up to 5,000 nuclear warheads. It's like, really, dude? Really? They haven't had one mushroom cloud. I mean, I'm just saying, like, man, DIA, man, the shit that it's just all propaganda. Man, they fucking are so, man, DIA is fake. DIA does real shit, but they do deep fake shit. They do propaganda shit too. Yeah, to justify war budgets, I'm talking about annual fucking military exercises, war type shit. Because you got to send soldiers somewhere, man, so they can get exercise. Why not send them to the border of North Korea, annually? Well, Trump put the kibosh on that shit. Because you know why? Because of motherfuckers at DIA, like the people I talk to, and like the ones that make up the fake stories about North Korea and its so-called nuclear fucking weapons. Man, they're on some hella fake shit, man. They're on some fake-ass shit. So yeah, man, their fucking shit sounded hella phony to me, man. DIA shit, it just sounds hella fucking phony. The stories that they fucking tell, man, about North Korea and how it sounds, it sounds all fucking manufactured up to me, man, is what it sounds like to me. And the fact that, and then Trump shut it down. He's like, nah, we're not going to be doing these annual war drills anymore, man. Shit's costing too much fucking money. And I agree. And I was actually urging the White House myself, straight up, like as an individual. I was asking the White House, I was like, yo, why don't you shut down these annual war drills, please? Because, man, they're nonsense. It's a waste of my fucking taxpayer money. Going over to North Korea, South Korea, I'm saying to the border, the DMZ. Going over to South Korea, to the border of North Korea, the DMZ, and antagonizing the North Koreans every year. I mean, man, that shit is just ridiculous, man. And then here's DIA. They could have up to 5,000 nuclear weapons. It's like, no, they don't, dude. Okay? And they don't even have one of them. They don't even have fucking one of them. Now, if you don't work at DIA, if you're not an employee of the Defense Intelligence Agency, you don't know who the fuck is writing this shit. You don't know who's propagandizing this shit. You don't know who's the official spokesperson who's putting out this shit. It could be one motherfucker. It could be two motherfuckers. It could be three motherfuckers. It could be a group. Probably what it is it's probably somebody who's just trying to make up some shit. Straight up. Yeah, it's probably, because, man, look. You have people who, for whatever reason, they want a war drum. They want to war drum up shit. Yeah. They want to psyop people and lead them to believe that we need to do some shit to North Korea, like preemptively. Oh yeah, because North Korea, they could have up to 5,000 nuclear weapons that they've created and clandestinely manufactured and put together. Yeah, that's DIA's fucking story. Yeah, the only problem with their fucking story, it's a major fucking problem with their story. Yeah. There has never been a real nuclear explosion in North Korea. Not one. Now, those little explosions that they did, those little tiny dynamite blasts. Look, man, I've talked about this forever. Look, man, I observed just like other folks did. And I looked at the yield, and I looked at the fucking blast wave, and I looked at this, and I looked at that, and all of this story, and I was like, right, yeah, that's not a real nuclear detonation. It's just not. It's not. It's fake. And not only is it a fake nuclear detonation, not only is it a fake nuclear weapon, but then North Korea went so far as to bring these scientists from different countries to North Korea to show them some shit. And I'm like, come on, dude, it's a stage play. You guys haven't figured that out? Now, clearly DIA knows exactly what I know. Clearly DIA knows. But you know what? DIA doesn't give a shit. DIA wants to start up some fucking trouble. Yeah, it wants to stir up some shit, some trouble. That's what DIA would like to do if it could. Oh, yeah. Oh, they could have up to 5,000 nuclear weapons. Really? 5,000? Doesn't that seem like a big number to you? But to DIA, it doesn't. Because the bigger the fucking story, the bigger the facade, the bigger the budget they get. Yeah, they got to make it sound doom and gloom, and they got to make it sound all dire and shit. It's all made up, man. They're just a bunch of made up fucking punks. Not everyone at DIA, just the ones that I'm talking about. They're made up fucking punks. Now, back to the intel regarding the computer software. They were completely clueless, man. Just completely fucking clueless stooges. And then I see the contractor who at DIA, he stole the he's a thief. You know, he's an intel leaker, thiefer and shit. They don't have shit under control like they want for you to believe. They don't. You know, they have some name that sounds impressive. Defense Intelligence Agency, right? But hey, man, just like any government agency, hey, look, there are clowns over at DIA, man. There are fucking stooges and clowns over at DIA. And they write their little reports and their little stories that they make up. And they pen their little facades. And they masquerade. And they tell their fucking tales. Yeah. And then, when someone tries to report, possible breach of security, a security concern, they don't want to hear it. We don't do that, sir. We already told you. And I told the woman on the phone, and I was like, and at some point, because she was being brash and stupid the whole time, at some point, I just had to tell her, I was like, look, you're fucking dumb. Straight up, you're dumb. I've worked in investigations at different government agencies, and I've been paid to do what I do. And I'm really good at what the fuck I do. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm actionable, reliable, and credible. And if I tell you that I downloaded software on my computer from your agency and saw that shit with my very eyes and also have screenshots, yeah. Well, hey, look, you have been apprised of the situation. I reported it to you. If you don't give a fuck, then I really don't give a fuck, honestly. You're just a stupid fucking agency. You're a bunch of stupid fucking clowns. I'm not talking about all of DIA. I'm talking about the people who represent...
Red light camera reported ahead.
I'm talking about the people who misrepresent DIA. I'm talking about the stooge clowns, the stooges and the clowns, the stooge clown hybrids, because they're stooges and clowns at the same time. I'm talking about the fucking idiots and morons and imbeciles like the woman that I talked to on the phone. Yeah. who is just totally dismissive and rude too. Sir, I told you, what you're saying, it can't happen that way. But it happened that way. And you know what? Don't worry about it, because you obviously aren't worried about it. So, when China and other countries steal intel from you, well, we all know why and how they fucking did it. It's because of you. Dismissive morons, imbeciles, idiots, pieces of shit, rude-ass motherfuckers who are dismissive of certain intel, information. That was brought to your attention, but you know what? You're dumb motherfuckers. And then you wonder how intel is stolen from your agencies. Well, it's because of dumb motherfuckers at DIA. And, of course, other agencies. I mean, man, why would I ever want to help secure, protect, and defend a piece of shit-ass agency like DIA? Why? Why, man? You try to help your own government, man, and then you find out that you got piece of shit-ass motherfuckers who are dismissive, and they're fucking stupid, and they don't know what they're talking about. They think they do, and then they try to tell you some shit is impossible, and you're like, oh, really? Okay, now what I'm reporting to you is something that you're saying is impossible, even though I'm credentialed and I'm looking at the data and it's right in front of my fucking eyes, right in front of my face, and you don't really care. You don't want to look into it. When you find out that there are people who are apathetic and despondent in government who don't care and they don't give a shit, and neither does the legal community. Oh, believe you me, man, I've reported the shit to different agencies, to inspectors general, to different lawyers. Look, man, there's a whole swath of society that doesn't give a shit about government leaks and government security breaches and shit. And when you've worked in government as long as I have, and you see how many people are apathetic and despondent, and you know what? I've even reported shit that I've later seen in the news, and then they try to play it off as if they learned of the intel on their own. And I'm the one that gave them the tip-off. I'm the one that shared the intel with them. They figured it out based on my fucking tip. Yeah. And then they took credit for it. Yeah. They're dismissive, and then they find out that what you shared with them was legitimate and genuine. They'll try to fucking take credit for the shit. As if they knew the whole time. But they actually got the intel from you. Man, the way that bitch talked on the phone, the way that bitch sounded, she just sounded ghetto, man. She sounded hella hood. She sounded like, hella ghetto, hella hood, hella fucking stupid, just rude, right? Like, she went to some type of training to get a job there, and they didn't even train her right. I don't even know how the fuck she she got a job. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I know how she got a job there. Because, man, they're corrupt. Yeah. They're fucking corrupt. And they're dismissive. That's how intel gets stolen from the United States. Because of stupid, dismissive fucking people who think they know shit that they don't know. Someone calls your agency and says, hey, your computer system accidentally transmitted software to my computer. No, it didn't. We don't do that. Yeah, you sound real professional, you stupid motherfucking piece of shit ass bitch. I can't really say that I feel sorry for your agency when there's a lapse of security, because I'm just simply saying you don't want to listen. You didn't want to listen. You didn't seem concerned. And you know what? It really happened because of you.